Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Cardinals head coach pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Cardinals ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Quick give. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He's changing the play. Got to make the play on fourth. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And you wondered in this second half, man, were they going to play with more emotion? They're the better team. They looked like they were dragging a little bit. They weren't playing as good as we're accustomed to seeing. But what happens, man? The underdog here in the second half, setting the tone again, getting to the quarterback again, making life hard for this offense.
He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Hands it off. He's stopped. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Red Evan on the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Looking for a man, it's Daniels. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, set him up for it.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it down the field. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
To the air, it's Daniels. Makes a catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Noles!
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Right side, it's Richardson. Turning it on! They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Drops back on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down to the air. Out wide left, it's Foley.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Forced him to get rid of it on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Quarterback changing the play. Got him on the RPO. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to Brown. Pass to 6. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. At the 30. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Had to force that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Snapped on fourth down. Rush right in his face. Still running at the 35. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Long way to go on second down. Hand off, Isaac Brown. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Needs it here on 4th down. Moving out to the right. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. The quick game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's going to run it. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the South Alabama Jaguars. And it's the Red Wolves with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Looking for a crease. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Enough to move the chains. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half. And this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Second down, going to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Hand it to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tells to fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Knowles will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Just got rid of that one.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a bet.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. On first down, it's Brown again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Out wide right, it's Foden. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Looking to throw. He's got it for the two-point conversion, and now they're back to within one possession.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Quick completion on the out. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The fake and wants to throw. Move to his right. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They have the lead in the 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Quick give. It's Brown. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One more time, it's Brown. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 3rd. Reels it in. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Oh, pressure's coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Sets his feet, it's Daniels. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And his throw is incomplete. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Their defense just turned in a huge stop with that interception, now to pay it off. Here's a little room there. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Here's Brown. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up. And your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
He wants to throw it. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Then peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
2nd and long here. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Upstairs, he's got it. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the right. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad